Shoe dog rule number 376. Don't have inside conversations outside.
Welcome back, guys. Hopefully you're all okay, guys. Hopefully you're all doing well. This is a Shoe Dog Podcast, episode 43, guys. We have a lot to talk about, and obviously we got a lot to talk about in the realms of sneakerhood, sneakerdom, whatever you want to call it, being a sneakerhead, sneaker collector, whatever your vice is. Let's just say.
Whatever pronoun you like to put on yourself.
Yeah. yeah. So basically, welcome back to the episode 43. Like we always start to begin with, please do like this Shoe Dog Podcast if you're listening to it. If you are basically sending out the messages, or if you're listening to the audio channels, please do come and follow us on YouTube. Please, Love Kick Customs and 808 Kicks ATL. Please do come and follow us on Instagram, Love Kicks Customs and ATL. 808 Sneakers. Is that right?
808 Kicks _ATL.
Yeah, that's the one.
And also the Shoe Dog Podcast.
Yeah.
Shoe _dog podcast on Instagram.
Yep. And also, obviously, Shoe Dog Podcast on TikTok. I'm going to start posting some more stuff on there soon. Engaging, developing an engagement there. So come and follow us on all the channels. You have no excuse to come and see and seek us and have a conversation with us. I was going to say seek and destroy. Don't seek and destroy. Seek and come for a conversation.
No, we ain't going Kanye around here yet. No. Not quite yet.
We're edgy. We're just above the brim.
Or below, depending on what we're talking
below.
about.
Above or below. Above or below. So it's always above, so always below. That's the one. But yeah, today's episode 43, we've got a lot lined up today. We're going to start with the quick strikes. We're going to talk about the main subjects, and we might even have some facts and figures and some court cases that might allude to or come around to. But before we do, guys, before we actually have a look at what the subjects of this week are, have you picked up anything lately, bro? Because we're getting a bit dry here. I'm getting a bit impatient here, bro.
No, don't get impatient, bro. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing that need to be seen right now. I'm holding all my chips for the Chicagos.
Okay, so it's a need to know basis. And by the way, shout out to you, hoodie, bro. Was it just God? Yeah. That's the one, bro. That's fire. I love that hoodie. That's. I know. Don't tell me what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a onesie. I don't care. It's cold here. I'm wearing a onesie. Don't judge me.
Nah, no judgment. No judgment. This is a safe place.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did pick up something this week. I actually picked up last week, but I did. I don't think I showcased it. Or did I? Or have I? Or will I? 1 or 2, 3 things. But yes, the review's already out on Sunday. Obviously, guys, go and check that out if you're actually hearing this. The Shattered Backboard, not Shattered Backboard, Starfish Women's Exclusive. I'm not calling it Shattered Backboard. Starfish Women's Exclusive, designed off the Birkin bag, luxury style, perfection. This is not my size. This is my girlfriend's size. She wanted it. She looked at it in the shops. It's lovely that you can see sneakers in the shop when they're sitting, because my girlfriend was not convinced with this when she saw it originally. She liked it, and then she looked at it in shops and she absolutely fell in love with it. This is a dope sneaker. Dope sneaker. Yeah. Quality on point on this as well. Quality is insane on this very buttery sneaker.
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, it's growing on me. The more I see it, the more I like it, kind of.
Yeah, Scott showed me something really interesting the other day. Shout out to you, bro, Scott. Basically, somebody went and browned out all of this.
Yeah, the brown toe. Yeah, I was just about to ask you if you saw that. That was hard.
Yeah, I saw that. That was hard. You say it's horrible?
No, I said it's hard.
Okay, cool. I thought you said horrible. No. It was hard.
It was dope.
It was that cacao wow that run through to the eyelets all the way to the actual toe. That was great. That was awesome.
Yeah, I kind of like that brown toe a little bit better than I like what we got for real.
Yeah. That's dope. That's dope. Like this, they came correct with this starfish one. It gave it to the ladies, the women. It was so good, so good. Like this pair is so good. Fearless box as well. Look at that fearless box. Sheesh.
Yeah, well, it's the women's box now.
Yeah, it's the women's. But hopefully they give it the regular box.
Every women's release Jordan 1 High OG come with the red box now.
Really?
Yeah, since the hell. You remember the Lucky Green?
Bro, I did not realize that. I totally missed that.
I think it started with the Lucky Green. If not, no, actually the tie-dye, the women's tie-dye highs had the red.
See, I never touched that. I never touched that. And you know what? No, it doesn't make sense. I was gonna try the tie. I was gonna try to tie the Fearless pack with the women's exclusive box, but it doesn't. Only one was was it Lily May, the Jordan ones?
Yeah.
That
was in the women's pack. That was a mid though.
Yeah, that's mid. But the thing is, most of the Jordan ones. This is what I don't understand about Jordan brand. I know this is not even on the subject matter. This is one thing I don't understand about the Jordan brand. They release banging mids. Like how much of that Fearless pack had mid in it? They're the clock
most
mids.
of them.
Yeah, clock mids.
Blue
to Great.
It was the Blue to Great. It was the Clyde. It was the Mason Chateau. It was the Lely.
Yep.
No, not Lely May. Melanie Asani.
Melanie Asani. Sorry.
The one with the watch, the multicolor ones.
That's the one I was talking about.
All those were mids. Then they did the Ghetto Gastro Jordan 1 Low React. And it was the UNC Chicago Fearless.
High.
That was
they
high.
did the iridescent. Then they did the iridescent Comfort. That was a high.
Was that a Fearless?
Yep, it came in the Fearless box as well. That was a Fearless.
And also the black one with the jewel swoosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that one didn't. That was probably the worst one out the whole pack.
Yeah, but so the thing is, there were so many good Jordan 1s in mids in that range.
Yeah, the Clyde, and then the Blue to Greats, Mason Chateau, and the Melody Asani's are probably the 4 best mids ever.
Yeah, and I really thought Jordan Brand was onto something. Then I really thought that they were going to start producing these exclusive, nice mids that were like phenomenal, different collaborations and different design aspects, different kind of materials, different vibes, bringing something new, bringing something fresh. I thought that was the start of a wave. I really hope that was the start of a wave because everybody hates mids, and I was thinking, oh damn, they're releasing these mids. Imagine if they keep releasing. Imagine if they keep producing collaborations with these mids, or giving you designers these challenges to produce more vibrant mids and different mids with different materials, different looks, different aesthetics, different vibe. And I was excited. I was excited, bro. And then we had the all famous mids that just basically replicate the highs, and I was like,
yeah. Most of the time, it seemed like the mids that try to replicate highs are the worst ones.
Oh yes, but the quality of the materials is absolutely horrendous. I think that's Nike can still do it. I think Nike and Jordan Brand can still bring that back and make it very, 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 very hype, very unique, very different, very pleasing to a lot of people that love mids, especially the female sneakers that can't wear mids or wear highs because they're too clunky. Some people can't wear highs, like smaller feet gang can't wear highs. So mids are a good choice, but that's one thing I think Jordan Brand fumbled the bag on, 100%.
Yeah, I agree with that too, because my wife, she prefers mids or lows, really lows. She getting away from even mids, so I might have some small size mids for sale in a while.
I was shocked. You know what? A year on after that, I was shocked that they released so many good mids in that Fearless pack, and then they was like, I thought they were gonna start juggling, start spinning plates.
They got some good ones here and there. The ones that got the SE tag on them, are the better quality mids, but a lot of the SEs I don't like the colorways anyway. So I'm just cool.
That was a big bag fumble. To me personally, if I was representing Nike and Jordan Brand, I would push more mids like that.
But it's a big cap too.
What do you mean a big cap, bro?
I think they were trying to hype Miz because Miz already had a stigma at the time, so they were trying to hype him with the Fearless pack and hoping that it would roll into people buying more Miz, which it did.
But I see a lot. I understand that. I understand that. I understand the fact that they were hyping the mids, but then it's almost like you created an awesome thing. Like you almost created this evolution of the aspect of mids being not trash but very special by bringing in like 4 or 5 really amazing mids. Is it Melanie Sani again that did the Jordan 1 mid?
Yeah.
I need to get you. So that mid goes for crazy numbers. And my missus wanted that mid, but that's not the whole point. The hype was there for that. The hype was definitely there for that. Giving new artists, designers the mid and letting them run with it. That was the Blue the Greats, awesome. Mason Shatter Rogue, phenomenal. I had that in hand, right? But like, you could have just run on from there. You could have run on from there, bro.
We can go back and forth about that all day long, but that was a side note anyway. We're supposed to be talking about all this.
We're not supposed to be talking about that. We're not supposed to. But it's good to sometimes bring up stuff like that because basically we like it. We like to assess where people fumble the bag. I just hope that they kind of bring that Jordan 1 mid range back into retrospect and say, look, okay, cool. You know what we're going to do? We're going to bring this back up. We're going to do what we do with the Fearless pack. We're going to give these mids the chance to breathe and live in their own, because like you want to take the mid lives very much under the shadow of the Jordan 1 high. Let's just be honest.
It always will. It always will. That ain't nothing. It's not gonna work, bro. They tried it.
Unless
they not going. It's not gonna happen, bro. It just don't work like that.
Unless I'm giving a hint to Nike. I'm going to stop this in like 2 minutes. Trust me. I'm going to give a hint to Nike. Unless you guys keep pushing out either a collaboration or unique sneakers like the Fearless pack, where people want to pick them up because they're that unique. Don't make colorways that are similar to the OG highs. That's fine, right? But don't stop doing the greatness that you did with the Fearless pack. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a good point. But anyway,
we diverge and we reverge into the lane that we're supposed to be talking about this week. Come on, let's go, bro. Let's talk about first up on quick. This is Quick Strike now. First up on Quick Strike is Year 4 release. So, bro, we know what happened. Well, if you guys didn't know, if you guys weren't can I say this? If you guys living under a rock, then you didn't know.
So yeah, it was a video submission raffle. No Discord raffle, no online sign up raffle. It was a Discord. I'm sorry, social media video submission.
Twitter or Instagram. Basically, you had to submit.
They made it about issues. You know, as far as the midterm elections was right around the corner. Actually, it was the day before the midterm election. And they made it a little political. I saw a lot of people hating on it. I understand it and I applaud it because I know what this company, this type of stuff this company stand on. You know, they're sending a message with every collaboration, with everything they do, they're sending a message. So
yeah, social awareness is very important. Like I think Year does it really well. And by the way, some news for you. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna hate on this one a bit because they didn't do it for the UK or EU. They did it for the States only. So
all the Year releases are all of the Whitaker Group releases are US exclusive. I get it because you know when I see other countries getting exclusive releases, I don't like it either, especially if it's something I'm into. But
you guys are the capital. You guys are the capital sneakers. So you know, give us a chance, bro.
You got to talk
You
to
get
James
all.
Whitney.
You get.
Yeah.
You get Amamanier, Soulfly, Undefeated, all the exclusive stuff, bro. Keith, all the exclusive stuff, bro. Come on.
You got to
Come
talk to
on now.
James Whitney about that, or let me know you want it, and I'll try to copy it for you. But anyway,
Hold on.
I did my submission probably 30 minutes after I saw the submission, and I did get a response from Amamanier on Twitter. I do not think I won because I had not received a confirmation email or anything yet.
But that's coming out on the 17th, so you still might get one, bro. You might see one next week.
Yeah, I ain't tripping, but I appreciate the fact that they responded anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's an L, you know, I'm cool with the way they did it. I appreciate it for what it is, trying to get people involved and trying to, you know, help get the message out there. Because a lot of people, we know a lot of people did it just for the shoe. They don't really care about politics or, you know, anything in that realm. But it was cool for me.
A little birdie told me that Jordan Brad and Nike are letting Amamanier do all the collaborations they want.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing the Amamanier 5.
Woohoo! And what colorway, bro? What colorway, bro?
We know it's gonna be some burgundy variation. Well, I'm cool with that too.
Would you want it in the Amamanier 3 colorway though?
Depending on how they do it.
Dope, bro. Can you imagine?
Depending on how they do, I want some black in it if they did it. Off the 3 colorway, but I'm cool with it being similar to the 2 colorway.
Yeah. On the subject matter of Amamanier, so basically we know that Amamanier. So Amamanier 4 is coming out on the 17th of November. Mm-hmm. That's for sure. So when are these coming out, bro?
I have no idea.
The Amamanier 12.
It was looking like the 12 was going to come out first because we heard about. Well, no, we heard about the 4s before we heard about the 12. So it's making sense to me. We did see James Whitney rocking the 12s on Complex Sneaker Podcast though. So I think we kind of got misled by that, the fact that he had them on, but he's the owner, he's the creator. So of course he got them
rumored for the so this was rumored for the 17th. Now it looks like the Jordan 4 Amamanier is rumored for the 17th. I think this could get pushed back to maybe January, early 2023. I reckon.
Nah, I think it should be longer than that. Actually,
you reckon?
Yeah, we getting these in November. I think they should stretch it out to maybe February, March.
Okay, so on that, then we also now know it's confirmed or apparently confirmed. It's apparently confirmed that we will definitely get a white variation of that Amamanier 12. But it will be a women's exclusive, apparently.
Yeah, this is the better version to me.
Okay.
If hopefully the black one comes and goes before we get this white one, and based on the fact that the 3 was in extended sizes, we probably get extended sizes in this too. So I will be going for this. I'm not concerned about completing the set. I do want the 3. I ain't got the 3. That's the only one I ain't got right now. I don't want the black one, but I like this white one.
Yeah, definitely the white variation is dope. The white variation is very dope.
Yeah, that's what is that? Velvet.
It looks like it. It's probably one of the better variations from the black to the white, and it kind of, you know what, it's like a mix of the Amamanier 3 and Amamanier 4, because obviously some of that. What color do you describe the Amamanier 4? Because it's not burgundy. It's almost like this like light lilac or light burgundy.
It's Bordeaux. They call it Bordeaux. Yeah,
it is not Bordeaux to me, bro.
It's always a different variation, though. Then it also depends on the materials too, because we done seen so many Bordeaux sneakers, and none of them ain't really the same color. So, but think about the Bordeaux ones. That's not the same color as the Bordeaux on the 6 or the 7. You know.
Yeah.
Or the PSG 4s. That's not the same color as it is on the ones.
I think a new date has emerged for the MM Year 12s, and that's in March time, and I think that's when we might see the black variation of the MM Year 12. To be honest, because we're speculating and we're giving dates to sneakers. We thought the MM Year 12 was going to come out in November. They're not coming out in November. They're coming out or MM Year 4 is coming out in November. It looks like the 12s might get pushed back into next year. So March is being the next date. So March time might be when we see the black variation of the MM Year 12s. We might see the MM Year 12 white variation come out maybe November time. So, bro, it could all get muddled up. Muddled up. But yeah, it looks like MM is doing more collaborations because that sounds awesome to me, bro. Because it means we're getting more sneakers from collaborators that we respect. I think respect is a key word for the MM range. Definitely dope. I want to see what more interesting storylines come out. I want to see how they pattern their sneakers, how they put the stuff together, what they do, how they kind of produce it, what kind of different looks they put to it, what different colors they kind of produce for it. It's gonna look awesome, bro. Because like I want to see. I think that all the 1 to 14 will get a definite MM range.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost somebody. So who's it? I think Scott's mentioned this the other day to me. It's almost like the Dornbecker range. They're just releasing constantly.
Nah, I wouldn't give it that. I wouldn't put it. I wouldn't. I think it's approaching. I wouldn't even say it's approaching. I think Dornbecker has kind of lost a little bit of luster over the past few years, especially after that one that nobody realistically had a chance of getting.
Yeah, but, that was poor. That was poor.
But yeah, they up there. But we know Dornbecker is pretty much guaranteed every year. So ain't nobody. I don't think any collaborator is as guaranteed as Dornbecker.
Oh well, yeah, that's a foundation, though, is it? So, but I think this seems like MM might be a constant reverb.
Yeah.
I think Union might be getting a collaboration a year now. I reckon as well. It's becoming a staple.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, just like Sakai always do a collaboration.
Yeah, that's a lot of them.
So, yeah, there's a lot of companies. All right, cool. Next up, bro, it is this, bro. The Jordan 1 Skyline. We've seen official pictures this week, and this is official picture for it. I want to know your thoughts, bro, because I know you like this.
Yeah. I'm a little timid about this one. Not about the colorway itself, but about if I'll wear it or not, because I did that to myself with the Brotherhood and also the Fusion.
I'm gonna say you're right. You're spot on. I think it's hard to wear.
I don't think it's hard to wear. It's just for me that bright pinkish color. I don't know if I did the same thing with the Bel Air 5 actually.
Yeah.
The alternate Bel Air 5. I got rid of all 3 of those shoes because I just couldn't bring myself to take them outside. And I don't want to get these. I don't want to get these and end up feeling like that. You know what I'm saying? But I do like it.
It's always good to get it in hand. It's always good to feel it and touch it and get it in hand to see how you feel about it. But if you don't like it, you can get rid of it.
I don't want to do that though. I'm tired of doing that.
Well, I'm pretty sure these will sit when they come out. So unless they're dumb limited. But if they do sit, you can actually go into the shop, have a look, see how you feel, come back the next day, and come back the next day after, and they'll still be there.
No, if they sit, I won't know it for a while. We won't know if they sit until maybe a week or so in, because I think these gonna go online. These hot. Yeah, these hot.
Okay. I reserve my opinion until I see them in hand.
I'm thinking maybe heritage level heat for these.
Ooh, what you mean heritage level?
Like heritage, stealth, maybe stage haze kind of hype for it.
Okay, cool. I got you. Hype level. So yeah. That's one thing. What we need to do is, I'll talk to you after this. We need to assign hype levels. something new will bring. But yeah, but Jordan 1 Skyline, this is the official pictures, guys. If you go and have a look at it, if you're listening to this on YouTube, go and Google it. You can see some of the official pictures. I think it's unique. I think it's different. I think it's always good to bring something different to the range. I need to see it in hand. The colors ain't popping as much as I would like them to. But this is obviously
it's canvas. I think it's either canvas or denim.
Okay.
If you go to the last pictures, the last couple of pictures are close up, and you can really see the materials. Go up, yeah. The last couple of pictures on that page.
Oh yeah, I see it. So it's canvas.
Go backwards one. There you go.
Okay. Oh yeah, so it's canvas. It's canvas.
It look denim-ish, yeah. I think it's canvas though.
Yeah, it does. It does look a bit canvassy. Canvassy denim. Let's see. Actually, it looks more denim than canvas the more I look at it. But yeah, it's different. Maybe they just grabbed up all the denim ones that they didn't sell out and repainted them.
I mean, they probably had this idea around the same time.
Yeah, probably.
I like them though. Yeah, I think
it's good. It's got, and you know what? If it's denim, you can customize it as well.
Man, people gonna go crazy on these. We already know that. We already know that.
Sheesh. That is a good look. I think I need to see them more to actually get more of appreciation of what they represent. So you wanted to mention some pushbacks, bro?
Yeah. I ain't got no graphics for this, so I'm gonna make this quick. Actually, was it 3 pushbacks? Well, I know the Chrome 6, the Jordan 6 metallic silver or chrome is being pushed back into 2023. And also the Jordan 1 High OG Gorge Green has been pushed back.
Bro, I'm gonna say this. That Gorge Green is beautiful, bro. It's not that color, guys. If you're looking at this on YouTube, it's not that color. It's pine forest green. It's darker than that. I've seen some of the official pictures, and it looks beautiful, bro.
Yeah, this gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard to pass on right here.
Yeah, I know. If
I wish
trying to get my words out.
I wish it was more like the pine green than the COJP, but it's still just super dope.
We're getting another variation of pine green next year as well, but don't worry about that. But I think we are.
Nah, I don't want that. I just want a black swoosh on this.
Bro, it's easy, bro. that's
like
easy.
A green Chicago, a Celtic, Jordan 1 High Celtic, if you will.
But I was trying to get my words out a bit earlier because, bro, if the leather comes like that, all I'm saying is
this a painted COJP right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what this is, because the COJPs, all of them dope. You know what I'm saying?
She.
I don't know if Bordeaux came out that buttery.
Bro, they did.
Well,
they did. If you got the Jordan 1 Bordeaux, you're gonna get the same quality with those Gorge Greens. Damn, bro. I'm excited about this one. There's so many sneakers that do you ever get this when you see a sneaker and it kind of gets you like, not your heart racing, but you're like, oh damn, and you're like, can't wait.
What you mean? Do I ever? All the time.
All the time. Okay, let's just say
it happens to me when I start opening boxes in here.
oh damn. Yeah, just to say, you makes your heart go racing places that you never thought it did.
Bro, I got my bread folds on right now just because they ain't warm in a while. I ain't going nowhere today. I got on a whole outfit right now. I mean, it wasn't necessarily planned. I grabbed my red hoodie because I had to go outside, and I know it's 37 degrees outside. I got on some black pants, and I said to myself this morning when I woke up, I need to wear something that I ain't worn in a while. So I just put my bread folds on just to make sure they don't fall apart. You know the routine. That's sneaker rule number Number 5, actually, don't leave your shoes sitting for too long; they will fall apart.
Yeah, don't make sure you air your sneakers out sometimes because all that moldy stuff will get on it as well if you don't. So watch out for the pushbacks. I know the pushbacks for the gorge greens is like the 30th of that December, I think. That's from what I'm hearing.
It's about to start moving. It's gonna move everything back. Once one or two things move, it's just gonna be a snowball effect.
Dominoes.
Yeah, dominoes.
That's the one. Yeah. So I feel like that's interesting, because basically it just means that I've known sneakers that come out near December time, they sit because a lot of people don't want to mess around between Christmas and New Year's.
Okay. Sleep on them if you want to.
We won't be.
Sleep on them if you want.
Next quick fire. This is quick fire that I'm interested to get your opinion on. Let me just share the screen quickly. And I know what you were saying about this yesterday. I just want to see if you got the same kind of if you're bringing up the same energy for this. 2 seconds, guys. Let me just try and find the subject. There you go, bro. Bang. The Patta Experimental Jet Set Converse Chuck 70 High collaboration.
What you mean? The fact that I said this is the best Chuck Taylor ever?
That's the one, bro. That's the one.
It is.
Let me pull up some pictures. What makes you?
Bro, look at it. Look at it.
I'm not saying anything, bro. I'm agreeing with you. It's dope. It's really dope.
Bro, I ain't seen no Chuck Taylor better than this. Not the OGs. I respect no, not the Off-Whites, not the Halloween collaborations, not the Comme des Garçons. Ain't nobody made no Chuck Taylor better than this, bro.
It looks dope. It does look dope. Ooh,
look at that.
Looks dope.
Look at it. Look at it.
That's what I'm telling you. So, bro.
Keep going.
Oh, you want me to keep going, bro?
Keep going. Oh no, that's it. That was the last picture. Because the other sole is blue and it got a single arrow going all the way.
I see that. So basically, it's dope. Basically, I'm going to read this. The psychogeographic practice, we find the medial side decorated with signatures, converse, all round, roundel, and arrows clashing north, south, east, west, down, up, down, left, and right, pointing in the incorrect manner, but it's all intentional, echoing the motifs found in the Dio's apparel range. So basically, it comes with apparel. I think it's dope. Definitely dope.
Yeah, bro. I ain't no Chuck Taylor better than this ever. I ain't seen it. If y'all know of one out there, send it to me. 808 Kicks _ATL. Send it to me, or drop the name of it in the comments, because I ain't seen no Chuck Taylor better than this, bro.
Round of applause for that. That's actually dope. I like
the
that.
only way.
Like the concept.
The only way they can make this shoe better is if there was an all black version. And I still would probably go with the all white versus the all black on this.
Yeah, there's something about white sneakers that actually really dope. I like that. I'm no cap. I do like that. It's a good new fresh look into the Chuck Taylor vibe. Now I want to I know this is quick strike, but I want to basically cover this a little bit more detail than just a quick strike. But I'm not going to give it like the depth we're going to go into the main subjects. So first of all, we get this, bro. This is the Adidas Mighty Ducks. So basically, Adidas and the Ultra Boost collaboration with the Mighty Ducks. This is one variation. You got another variation down here somewhere, which if I can find it, I'm going to show you. I think I can't find it, but there's another variation. This is the other Ultra Boost that came in that range, the Mighty Ducks Jesse Hall running sportswear. So this is the Mighty Ducks, and it's obviously 30 years since the Mighty Ducks come out, so they did it for the anniversary. And I wanna get your quick opinion on this. What do you think about this, bro?
This makes sense for the Mighty Ducks as a movie franchise.
Yep.
But I mean, Adidas has just proven over and over that they will do anything. Anybody that come to them, it seems like anybody that want to collab can get it with Adidas. Anything that's had any sense of relevance, no matter how long since the last time it's been relevant. If any movie franchise, comic book, cartoon, whatever, toys, they with it, bro.
So now also they've got this range as well. There you go, bro. This is the Incredibles. Damian Lillard. Basically, Lillard. Sorry, Damian Lillard's collaboration with Incredibles for the basketball range.
Donovan Mitchell got one too.
Interesting.
And somebody else, a bunch of their signature athletes got these. It might be Harden.
And there's another one coming as well, bro. There's an Adidas Home Alone Forum low coming as well, which is basically based on the pigeon pigeon lady in Home Alone 2, but also I had a look at it yesterday. I don't know if you want to pull it up, bro, because I can't find it at the moment. I basically had a look at it yesterday, and it looked very close to the Staples pigeon collaboration with the Dunk Lows.
Yeah, we had that conversation. I had to agree and disagree with you at the same time.
I found it. Don't worry. Share that. Look at that, guys.
Now, do you have the picture of the pigeon lady?
I can pull it up, but that's what it looks like.
Hold on. Scroll down. I'm trying to see if they got a. Okay, because the article I saw actually showed a picture of the pigeon lady. She's wearing the red coat, and obviously pigeons are multicolors of grays and black. But you were trying to say it was close to the staple pigeon Dunk, and I get it. I get it because pigeons are gray and both the shoes are gray.
It kind of, to me personally, kind of gave them an excuse to actually allow them to do this is it. It kind of made them an excuse to let them do the actual pigeon colorway on the Forum low, because they otherwise look on that sneaker. And the pigeon lady is predominantly dark gray, black, maroon or bordeaux, and only thing that reflects that is a stripe down the midsole from the back for the lateral to the medial midsole, which is the Forum, where you got that stripe on the ankle, and the lining itself. Everything else reminds me of a pigeon colorway, which then reminds me of the pigeon Dunk. But obviously that's probably me reaching, but it kind of gave them an excuse to do a variation of the pigeon kind of colorway on their Forum low. I kind of understand it.
I don't think it was purposely done to try to bite.
I don't think
Nike. That wouldn't have been.
I don't think it is.
It's not a good look for people to say that Adidas is trying to bite Nike. That's going to probably push people further away from the product versus closer to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do like the Home Alone original Dunk Lows. I think they're dope, like, especially with some of the stuffing and Forum Low. Sorry, I'm talking about Dunk Lows, Forum Low. Sorry, but yeah, the pigeon lady's got green on it as well. She had the green. Was it a green hat? Oh, I thought it was dark brown, but it's a green hat. So
I think it's a lazy colorway. I don't think it's a ripoff. I just think it's a lazy colorway.
But I'm not trying to knock. You can do whatever colorway you want. I'm not trying to knock that. You should have just called it. Well, you called it a pigeon lady. It is what it is. But I've got an interesting take onto it. This is not knocking Adidas at all. So like recently, I've known, obviously, if you keep up with whatever Adidas is doing, recently they've done a lot of variations with like M&Ms. They've done a lot of variations with cartoons like Simpsons, South Park. They've done the Home Alone. They've done a lot of like Mighty Ducks being another one, Incredibles being another one, Jurassic Park being another one. So imagine this, like that's the pool of memorabilia sneakers, cartoon sneakers, like almost like you could almost say childish sneakers. Let's just say childish sneakers, yeah. Right, that's that lane. Now, recently they've done the Gucci, Balenciaga, Y3 Palace collaboration. That's another range, right? That's high end range. It's now I feel like there's a strategy that Adidas is doing, and obviously you've got the footballing range, you've got the shell toes, you've got the Stan Smiths, and all of that stuff that come under that, right? So you've got the 3 different variable ranges. I think Adidas I'm getting a bit more of a clearer strategy from Adidas at the moment, and it's almost like there's got silos of either high end, regular, memorabilia, cartoon. It's almost like they've got a multitude of different sports brand, sports gear, sports brands, sports sneakers, shell toes. They're literally they're rebranding every segment of their actual like segments of their branding into different. Oh, this is high end. Go to the high end range. That's collaboration. Go to collaboration. Oh, you're talking about Sean Weatherspoon. Go to Sean Weatherspoon. NMDs. Oh, go to Pharrell. They had obviously they had Yeezy with Kanye. They almost like pigeonholing different sneakers.
No,
Into different.
you know what they're doing? They trying every slot machine in the casino and hoping that they hit the jackpot.
Yeah,
That's what they're doing.
Too.
They just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping it stick. So they trying everything.
I think it's a bit more calculated than just throwing. It seems to me it's a bit more calculated now.
Okay, they doing this stuff on purpose. So I get calculated from that standpoint. They doing it on purpose. They're making the decision on what companies they collab with and what lane they try to market it in and all that stuff. I understand all that,
but it's
not making a dent. Ain't nothing they've done been able to bring them as much success as they like when it comes to collaborations. None of it, bro. When was the last time an Adidas collaboration was big? Like, I mean, ain't no collab they dropping outside of Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Outside of Bad Bunny. And his collaboration lost a little bit of steam on the last release because it's the same sneaker, different colorways, and it's working, it's selling out, and is coveted within the culture. But let's say Bad Bunny is their Travis. Where's your J Balvin? Where's your Alma Mater? Where's your Union? Where's your Trophy Room? Where's your Pata? They ain't got a bunch of stuff that they doing that's all working back to back to back to back.
I think
the
model,
along with bringing colorways of retros and new models that also sell.
I think they're doing the opposite, where they're basically dividing their range into where they think it deserves to be. Like the Gazelles, the Stan Smiths, all of that is going in under high end fashion.
No, it's not, because they got a Towley.
That's a good. So what are they doing?
It's all over the place. They got a Home Alone, but they also got a Eric Emanuel. Yeah. Also got a Bad Bunny. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They had
everybody's touching the Jordan 1. Every collaborator wants to do a Jordan 1 for the most part, and they get to do it, but it works. This stuff ain't working.
They gave a KSI collaboration to the Forum High. That was kind of dope, but to be honest, like I do respect that. The Forum High.
Ninja got an Adidas shoe too.
Yeah, but that's the YouTube. I think, for me personally, I think there's now divisions within Adidas where they do high-end fashion, they do memorabilia, cartoon, sneakers, which obviously Simpsons, South Park, Jurassic Park, all of that come into that. They also do, so that's their high-end fashion, and that's their other other distributions in terms of what they're looking to do. But they also got the sports range, you've got the sports gear, sports merch, all of that comes on a different division. I just feel like they're like you're saying, they've got a lot of eggs in all the different baskets, and they're trying to make something hit. But it's done purposefully to a point where I think now it's not. They've got I don't understand the high end range either. Like, bro, like for me personally, Gucci, Balenciaga, Palace, all of that stuff they're doing and they're trying to kind of excel into the high end range, which is fine. Nobody, like, only people that are in that high end range that love high end sneakers will end up buying it. But obviously, if you're in the high end range, you're going to go for the original Balenciagas, the Gucci's, the Marcellas, rather than going for an Adidas. See what I'm saying? So I know they're reaching, but like, to me personally, it's like they've got silos of different categories within themselves, which are pigeonholing different aspirations. Like they got they got Bad Bunny, they've got Pharrell, they've got Sean Weatherspoon, which probably all belong in that range anyway. Obviously they do their own things. They let them do their own things. Kanye belonged into that collaboration range anyway. I think they're categorizing their products into a different way, and we're going to continuously see sneakers that are either like Home Alone, Home Alone sneakers, Simpson sneakers, all of that stuff. We're going to definitely see. We will see He-Mans, we will see Pokemon, we will see all of that, and we also will see collaborations. We will see Hein. The next collaboration they might do with Mason Margiela. You never know. So I think it's done purposely, and I think us saying, "Oh, what the hell are you doing now?" I think there's more strategy behind it than we actually give it credit for. To be honest,
I don't think so. What's next, man?
You're tired of talking about Adidas. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna. There's a couple of quick strike activity we need to see before we move on to the main subjects. Other ones are let me pull this up. So basically, bro, look at this, bro, the Terror Squad Air Force One. Everybody's hyped about this because everybody saw Fat Joe wear this the other day, and they're like, oh, we might be getting a Terror Squad collaboration next year. How likely is that, bro?
I don't know.
Because things are circulating, and if you want to know, Sotheby's is selling this for about $4,500 at auction at the moment.
Yeah, because they're probably friends and family.
Yes, it's friends and family, bro. But the variation I've seen is I think it's black, it's similar to this, all black with a black swoosh. I think. Just don't quote me on that. But apparently that's what we're gonna see next year. Do you think Fat Joe's due a collaboration, or do you think just leave it where it is?
I think he should do one, but I mean, if anybody know Fat Joe, we know exclusivity is important to him. So if he does do a general release collaboration, there will be friends and families versions, whether they're numbered pairs, different colorway, or whatever. There's going to be some stuff that the average person ain't going to be able to touch.
Look at this, bro. Sheesh. Dope.
Yeah.
Let's watch out for that rumors next year, guys. If DJ Khaled got collaboration, I'm pretty sure Fat Joe want to jump on that.
Why not?
Yeah, why not, bro? Why not? So that's another quick strike. Another one we want to quickly look at is, I'm just looking through our little headings. Okay, cool. Let's look at. Got three more quickly to look at. One of them is. Oh, I need to get rid of some of these tabs, bro. One of them is this one. This is the undefeated Nike Air Force One multi-colored pattern leather sneaker, bro.
Yeah, we talked about this a while back. I'm cool. I like the 5 on it better. Yeah. I can't remember which guest we had on the show when we talked about this, but I'm cool on these. They remind me of the early 2000s, the Bape era, colorful, pattern leather, ice bottom. It's dope, but it's definitely not for me.
It's reliving the 90s and 2000s, bro.
Yeah, I don't even know if the Air Force One people are gonna be crazy about this because the 500 Air Force Ones didn't do as well as I thought they would.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
Did better than the Air Force Ones did. So
we'll see. I'm just gonna give it a quick round of applause. I think it's still dope, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's something. If you keep bringing something unique, something different, I love it. That's definitely for sure. All right, so the other couple of things I wanted to look at was this one, bro. How did the release for the Zion 1 lows go for you guys? Because we didn't see it. We never see stuff like this.
Yeah, these came and went real fast.
There was some hype behind this Zion 1, bro.
Yeah, it's an OG Low collab with Zion. I mean, it's dope. The colorway is dope. The concept is dope. The material's probably just as crazy, if not better, than on the actual Zion 2 Voodoo.
Bro, they
stitched the perforations in the toe closed.
Yeah, but that's just
suede.
Well, it's exactly like the voodoo dolls, bro. Like you kind of stitch the hole in, don't you?
Yeah. So
I like that canvasy lace. That's dope.
Yeah.
It's a dope sneaker. But so it came and went. Let's give a round of applause for that one, though.
Yeah, they were pretty hard to get.
Such a dope sneaker, but it's not going much over. It's not going much over retail at the moment, so it's good that you can actually go and get that.
I think a lot of people that bought them just because of the Zion hype on them.
Yeah.
Because Zion doing well this year. A lot of highlights coming from him. His fan base is steadily growing. His career is going in a good direction. So it's anything he attaches his name to as far as retros, it's probably going to be a good thing for Jordan and for Nike and for Zion Williamson. So I'm looking forward to seeing more retros from him.
Yep, definitely. I'm looking forward to that. The Zion, the Voodoo range, the Bayou Boys first actual sneaker that released from Zion was dope. This Voodoo is absolutely dope. I'm just the whole fact that they're bringing culture into sneakers. This is what it's all about, guys. Like you can make a sneaker, but bring culture, bring heritage, bring a different look, bring a different vibe, bring something unique, bring something interesting. It grabs people's attention because not only are you bringing something that's meaningful, you're also bringing something that's so unique that people want to actually grab it up and actually say, "Yo, I like this," and I like the Zion too. I like the Zion too, but the Voodoo Zion too, Jordan is so good. Every time I've got it out there, I need to clean the bottoms. I've got it out there. Every time I walk past it, I look at it and I say, "This is magnificent."
Yeah, for sure.
One of the best player signature shoes this year. With that Rui 8, it's so hard to get past.
Yeah.
Okay, that was our quick fire round. Round of applause for the quick fire news. That's how we do it on the Shudo podcast. So let's get into the nitty gritty, the main subjects, the deciders, the conversations, the breakdowns. Let's look at what do you want to talk about first, bro? Let's look at it.
Let's get this out the way because this is gonna be this is gonna be a good one right here.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let the video speak for a second.
Okay, let's go.
Courtesy of NBC, I think.
Switching gears back here, Nike has suspended its relationship with NBA star Kyrie Irving after he posted a link on social media to an anti-Semitic movie. The company said that it has canceled the upcoming release of the Kyrie 8 shoe. I spoke about this story to Nike's co-founder and chairman emeritus, Phil Knight, over Zoom. These are his first public comments after Irving was dropped by Nike. Watching Nike, I think the biggest question anybody would have recently coming out of there is this decision to separate from Kyrie Irving. I know it was reaching the end of his contract, but that was a pretty hot button topic. What do you think? I guess from the company's perspective, but just your own perspective too on this. That just
pause it for a second, bro.
Kyrie,
pause it for a second.
Sticking their head in it.
So basically, it got so bad to the point where Phil Knight is basically talking about this.
Well, they reached out to Phil.
Yeah.
And who else better to hear from as far as Nike is concerned? I'm pretty sure Phil ain't involved in day-to-day stuff no more. But
Yeah.
I doubt if he relinquished so much control that his word don't mean something.
Oh, bro, no matter if you're involved in the company or you're not involved with the company, you have majority stakes. This is the co-founder of Nike, bro. So if he says something, it holds value no matter what position he's at.
Exactly.
Go.
I think I messed up somewhere in the video too.
I apologize for that, bro. I had to pause it because obviously I wanted to quickly talk about it. But YouTube don't allow us to play videos for longer lengths. We have to kind of break them down, cut them down, and give our responses. Otherwise, we'll get a copyright strike against it. Do you want to just load it up again?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys didn't know, Kyrie Irving's been dropped by Nike, and looks like the co-founder of Nike
star Kyrie Irving after he posted a link on social media to an anti-Semitic movie.
Yeah, Phil.
The company said that it has canceled the Irving. I know it was reaching the end of his contract, but that was a pretty hot button topic too on this. That just
Kyrie stepped over the line. It's kind of that simple. And so he made some statements that we just can't abide by, and that's why we ended the relationship.
Period. You heard it. You heard it from the shoe dog himself.
the creator of the shoe dog himself.
Kyrie, this is for you, Kyrie.
You know what the worst. You know what the worst thing is? Kyrie doubled down on it. And basically said, "Yeah, I don't care. I can post whatever I want to post on social media." You know what I don't understand is, we always say, racism does not belong in the social platforms. If you have a following, you have a responsibility. A lot of people don't understand that if you do have a following, a big following, no matter if 1,000 people follow you, or 10,000, or if 1,000,000 people follow you, you have a responsibility to make sure you hold yourself in the best regards. You can't be you can't be spreading hate speech, bro. We live in 2022, and people out there still spreading hate speech. I don't understand that, bro.
Now, see, this is a multi-layered conversation, right? So what he posted a movie that's based on a book that has a lot of different themes going on in it. I'll just say, there are some agreeable things in the book. There are some disagreeable things in the book, depending on what you believe in as far as morality and honor and stuff like that is concerned. With all that being said, when he posted the movie that is a product of Alex Jones, who is under fire, rightfully so, and has been for a while.
Alex Jones is an absolute idiot.
He's a jackass. He's one of the biggest
absolute idiot.
He's one of the biggest problems with media, in my opinion, because of the type of stuff that he say. On you know what
it reminds me of? Alex Jones is a person. I don't know if you guys support him or you know who he is. I don't recommend you go and Google him at all, because I don't want to air him at all on the thing. But it's almost like freedom of speech gone totally wrong. That's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, he say all type of just asinine stuff. He's a huge conspiracy theorist. He got a conspiracy for any and everything that happens, and it's all a bunch of bullshit. He ain't got no facts, no proof. He make up stuff and other conspiracy theorists roll with it. He's like the biggest conspiracy theorist in the world at this point.
You know what it is. I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. He's look, before I'd say it, he's the type of person that actually wore tinfoil on his show to actually say, "Oh, aliens got that's how crazy it is." But like, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
He plays the victim. He constantly plays the victim, even though he's one of the biggest perpetrators.
Exactly. But what I don't understand about him either is the fact that with him is I don't think he takes himself seriously, but he comes across to the point where he wants you to take him seriously because he relies on the shock value to get the audience.
So
that's
either
what's wrong with it.
Either he's a giant troll and he knows that he's saying a bunch of bullshit and he wants you to believe it because he wants your money, or he's just a complete asshole idiot who believes everything that he says. Neither one of those things are good. But this is not about Alex Jones.
Okay, but just to touch on that, there's a lot of I'm going to warn you guys that you that absorb this social media element that we all kind of represent. Like obviously, Pseudo Podcast is a social media outlet for us because we represent the sneaker. We represent our perspective of the sneaker industry, but there's other people like Andrew Tate out there. There's other people that admittedly have said they put stuff out there for shock value to to grab your attention, because what you got to remember about these guys, they're always looking to sell you a product or a course or a range. That's what it's all about, because it's their earnings. Don't get drawn into the shock value of what somebody says on social media, because half the time it's not true. Actually, majority of the time it's not true. So just be careful, guys. That's like a public service announcement for you guys. Just be careful what kind of media you absorb, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people sprouting hate speech to get your backs up, so you kind of address life in a different angle. So it's very important you guys kind of listen to your instincts, listen to what you feel is natural and not what somebody else is telling you, because there's a lot of divide and division being created at this moment in time. So be careful, guys. Go on, bro. Sorry.
So with him seemingly endorsing, once again, there was no caption on the tweet. He just tweeted the link to the movie. And just based on the fact that Alex Jones had anything to do with it, knowing his track record, for me, I'm like, okay, that's dumb. But Kyrie has done dumb stuff before. He has a history of upsetting the status quo, rebelling against the establishment and all that, which, okay, if that's what you feel like you need to do, if you feel like you got some greater purpose or you get some grand scheme, some final goal that you're trying to achieve by doing what you're doing, go ahead. It's a free country. It's a free world. You can say what you want to say, do what you want to do. Twitter, we know about Twitter. You can post anything on Twitter. You can jump on Twitter butt naked if you want to, and it's gonna go.
By the way,
hold on. The fact that he don't seem to realize none of this stuff. It's selective delusion, in my opinion. Like, how can you be oblivious to? And I'm a black man, just like Kyrie Irving, and people run around talking about the black media attacking Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving keep doing stupid stuff.
Yeah,
like it ain't about attacking him. It's the same thing with Kanye. People comparing Kanye and Kyrie to each other. It's a rightful comparison. Like, when you seem to be self-sabotaging. Kyrie Irving is working on not being able to play basketball in the NBA no more, and you ain't finna tell me that he don't want to stay in the NBA.
Oh, bro! As soon as he got dropped, is he playing for the Nets?
Yeah.
So as soon as he got dropped by the Nets, and as soon as he got dropped by Nike, he said he's going to retire. He said he didn't care.
I think that was fake, because he hadn't announced his retirement. If you're going to retire, you don't have to announce your retirement. If that's what you're going to do, you just don't play. Yeah. But he is still under contract. He's suspended right now. And they gave him this list of stuff that they want him to do before they'll let him play again. And look, you work where you work, bro. It's not, Ain't nobody forcing you to play basketball in the NBA. You can go play wherever else you want to play. You signed up for this. You know how this goes. You can't. Kyrie Irving have been in the NBA for 10 plus years. You know how this works, bro. You can't get on social media and on TV and do and say crazy stuff, bro. And because it's Kyrie Irving, we hearing about it, we talking about it, and we paying attention to it every day. We want to know the outcome because it's him, because he's one of the best players in the world. Because he's on a high-profile teammate like Kevin Durant. He signed with a high-profile company like Nike. He's been successful with the company. He's won championship in the NBA, All-Stars, all that. And so he's a very high-profile person. Don't nobody talk about when Myers Leonard, a white player, said something racist while playing Call of Duty on Twitch. Myers Leonard ain't played a game in the NBA since. They got him up out of there. This is what the NBA does. It's not about Kyrie being black. It's about Kyrie doing something stupid and affecting the image of the NBA. Nike don't want to stand next to that, anything that's being considered anti-Semitic. The NBA don't want to stand next to something that's being considered anti-Semitic.
Why would you want to be associated with anything that's like that? Let's be honest, bro. Like literally, a lot of people out there saying, you know what's really funny? A lot of people out there saying, and I hate the narrative. I don't want to talk about it a lot, but a lot of people say, "Oh, it's because he's black." Let's be honest, bro. You just mentioned a good example there.
Yeah, don't know about who was Myers Leonard. You ever heard of him?
No.
I know who he is because I pay attention to the NBA a lot. Yeah, I watched the draft. I saw Myers Leonard get drafted live on TV. Myers Leonard was a journeyman. He had played for a couple teams. He play a few minutes a night, get a couple points, a couple rebounds. He could dunk, so he'll get a highlight every now and then. But ain't nobody don't nobody care about Myers Leonard right now. Right now, I didn't know. Yeah, he out of there. He out of there. Tariq Evans, gone. Michael Beasley, gone. It's players that basketball people know, but the average person that knows about this Kyrie situation don't know who the hell none of them dudes are.
I'm gonna definitely say stupid is as stupid gets. That's all I'm saying. You do stupid things, you get stupid things.
It's what it is, bro. If I walk in my job tomorrow and start
swearing at your manager.
Not that this is what Kyrie did, but just an example. Yeah, I walk in my job tomorrow and just start cussing out my boss. I ain't gonna have no job.
I want to know why a lot of Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie and Kanye is only the beginning. For some reason, I just get a feeling that that's the beginning. But why are
they just two peas in a pod?
Yeah, but why does it seem like two very reputable people
self-sabotage, bro? Kanye could have avoided all the stuff that happened to him, just like Kyrie.
Can I say something?
Kyrie Irving could have apologized as soon as the backlash hit, and we wouldn't even be talking about this right now.
So I want to say something, but I don't want it to come across controversial. Is it because they're so used to being the victim that when they're in a when they're in a point of excellence and power and privilege, that they want to still somehow be the victim? That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I think playing the victim is just a defense mechanism.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Kyrie don't come across as wanting to play the victim. I never got that vibe from Kyrie Irving.
Kanye does. Yeah.
Kanye,
This is why I'm alluding to that, because it's like, even though Kanye's, let's just be honest.
There's a difference between explaining and making excuses.
Exactly. Let's just say, like, if we hopefully one day we'll be in this position, bro. But if we ever come to a point where we get to the status where we are billionaires or millionaires, we're creating, we're doing all of this stuff, right? And then all of a sudden, I would be happy. Like I would be over the moon that all the efforts we put into what we're trying to make a manufacturer actually succeeded, rather than kind of self-destruct. I want to work with people to bring people in, to emphasize the community, to give back to the community, to like kind of get people that really want to strive and bring them up and make them excel. That would be my whole purpose of getting to where I want to be. That's why I do this, is because I want to make sure we develop into something that's awesome, and then we can kind of help people bring them up as well, because basically everybody deserves a chance, and that's the narrative. But then I would never think about saying half the things they've said, or not even half, all the things they've said, because basically first of all, I don't benefit from that. Second of all, what's the point? Let me just to go back into their points on whatever they've been saying. The people in the position they are at the moment, they're there because they built heritage industries, generational wealth, growth. That's because they've grown. They've had generations build to that wealth level. Some of us are just starting. And when we get to that level, we should be multiplying it and compounding it into generational wealth to get to the same footing as like Universal, Disney, and all of that stuff.
Well, see, that's why I say they're just two peas in a pod. They are examples of what not to do and how not to be when you are successful, because everything you say and do will be magnified, and that's a responsibility that you have to yourself and to the people that you employ, the people that depend on you. That's for them to gauge. You know what I'm saying? When you up there like that, or when you out there like that, what you expect when you say something that is a minority opinion, or when you do something that people don't understand? Of course you're gonna get critique. Of course the media gonna pick it up. You got this platform, this huge platform. That's how it works. This is not new. It's been like that. It's gonna continue to be like. Look at what happened to Muhammad Ali. Like Kyrie Irving, you're a professional athlete in the world of social media and 24-hour news channels. What you think gonna happen? You know that you sign up for this. This ain't your first year in the NBA, bro.
Yeah,
exactly. But then his defenders, and I don't blame nobody for taking a different stance than me. If you want to defend him, you understand what he's trying to say or what he's trying to do. Okay, cool. But you can't tell me he's not moving wrong in this situation.
I think well, from the interviews I've seen of Kyrie Irving, the fact that he posts stuff like I said at the beginning, if you've got that kind of following, you have to be more conscious of what you do. I can't get the exact word at the moment, but you have to be more conscious of what you do. You have to be aware of what you're saying is going to influence a majority, millions of people by what you're saying. And that's his responsibility. And you do like when the movies say, with great power comes with great responsibility.
Right.
That it's almost the same way. You like, if you post something and you post a video and just leave it there and come to an interview and they ask you why you posted that, if you don't make yourself clear and known, it's out for interpretation. So you basically are leaving yourself open to ridicule. It's not you can't, come on. You sit there and say, I don't care, let's move on. I don't care, let's move on. You need to give an explanation of why you posted that, especially with the absolute idiot. Was it Alex Jones? Yeah, absolute idiot of a person. I think the video that they're talking about is about one of the shootings that you guys had in the States.
No. That's what Alex Jones is under fire for right now.
Okay, yeah, that's something different.
But this was a movie that had to do with black people being Jewish, but
Okay.
there were a lot of derogatory things said toward Jewish people in the book and in the movie. So he
That's stupid.
like I said before on the last time we talked about this, the fact that he didn't clarify is the problem.
Yeah, exactly that.
If he clarified, I think if he clarified and denounced anti-Semitism, he would have been cool. That's the only thing he needed to do, was denounce being anti-Semitic, because that's where people went to. You posted something that supports anti-Semitism. He didn't denounce it, and so he's under fire, and he still hasn't denounced it. He apologized, but that was a tailored apology.
And you know what? You know what's really interesting is, like, let's just remember history, bro. Like historically, like, we know what happened in World War I and World War II, bro. We know, especially World War II, right? We know historically, and I'm surprised that anybody that's saying stuff anti-Semitic isn't basically remembering what Adolf Hitler was all about, bro.
Yeah, man. Hey,
it's not. It doesn't belong. It doesn't belong here. It doesn't belong in any forum. Like, why are people like? I don't look at color. I don't look at race. I don't look at religion. I don't.
But we know that's not how the world works. So
unfortunately,
you gotta move accordingly.
Unfortunately, I have
whatever side you on. You gotta move accordingly.
Yeah, I have a lot of background, bro. And I know culturally there's a lot culturally out there that still works in silos. I have to step away personally from my own family to kind of get away and have the relationship I have with my girlfriend. And let's just I'm being honest there, bro. So I know that exists, and I hate it. I totally hate division. We should all be working together to excel, right? We know there's conspiracies. We know there's proven conspiracies. We know there's all of this stuff, guys. But we as a community need to be working together rather than against each other if we really want to see progress. And this is what one thing Mr. Miller definitely said: community should all work for change. And it still sits to me with this to this day. It's all community. If you really want change, that you have to get a really good community to enforce change. And unfortunately, these guys are using their platforms for the wrong type of change. In my opinion, they fumbled the bag by saying what they said, even though I can understand what they're saying. I do understand what they're saying, but I don't understand the hatred that comes with it. If you got a valid point, bring valid points. Don't bring hatred to it. Don't bring race or religion or what this and that. Don't like the other day. I don't want to talk about Kanye, but like the other day he pulled up in this silly interview. He's like, look at all of these Jewish people on this roster and blah this blah that. They've been there because they worked their way to that level and create that generational wealth. Like I keep saying, you just died. Maybe in about you can't for one reason I don't understand. Some of these guys want to see instant change. That's entitlement, bro. That's total entitlement. You can't get that change until you've had years, hundreds, maybe in generation, like maybe 2-3 generations time. You have the ability, compounded with that generational wealth. You have the ability to sit on the board. You have the ability to have direction decisions. You have the ability to create your own market for your own communities. But these guys want everything instantly. They want to change everything instantly. And I don't understand that. And also, the back of that argument was also, well, if somebody else done it, they won't be treated the same. We have to address that. We do have to address that. Obviously, if somebody says something and they're not dealt in the same way, we have to address that. But you've just done a great example about another NBA player that was racist and has been dumped and nobody's been talking about it. Just because it's Kyrie Irving, we're all talking about it. But he should have clarified the whole agenda straight away, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, and now I think a lot of people are making comparisons that what Nike want and what the NBA want is like a public lynching, all of that stuff. Like,
no, actually, that's the NBA. That Nike ain't got nothing to do with that. Nike said they done with them. So
yeah, exactly.
I
don't blame them. But like, if you had clarified it and if you had made it known, maybe. You have to set principles. You have to set standards. If you let one person speak it, and another person will speak it, and another person will speak it. Every action deserves a reaction. If you're racist, you deserve a reaction. And in fact, you deserve to be thrown in prison. If I'm honest, but every action deserves a reaction. You got like Kyrie Irving, Kanye West, absolutely fumbled the bag. In my personal opinion, they could have gone on. Created more wealth, created more billions, created more communities, created wealth compounds wealth, and that's what it's about, bro. That's 100% what it's about. I just don't understand it at all. I don't understand it at all.
He learned his lesson for sure. We're dealing with
guys.
We're dealing with big stuff that's bigger than him, and
exactly. Let me just
nobody else will be making these kind of mistakes in the future.
Exactly. Let me just say to this, guys, when you're given a blessing, don't think it's a curse, guys. When you're given a blessing, just take it with your hands and just be happy, and progressively work towards your blessings rather than turning them into curses. So guys, a gift and a curse, guys. Jay-Z said it best.
Don't have inside conversations outside. That applies to that conversation, and also it applies to this.
Oh, we're going down this route, bro.
StockX changed the language, the authentication language on the website and on the app, which is causing yet another problem for StockX in the many string of problems they've been having lately. They can't just get out their own way. They really can't get out their own way, bro.
Bro. I've not brought this out in a little while, right? And let me just quickly do this, right? I've not brought this out in a little while, but yes, Nike's got you. Let me just say that. Let me just say that because I know a bit of background to this. Go on, you talk about this, and I'll give you my 2 pence, as they say, after you talked about this, bro.
Well, they removed the term verified authentic from the website, and people got plenty of screenshots. It's not good, bro. It's not your authentication methods and viability when it comes to verifying sneakers in general has been bad, if not horrible, throughout the history of this company's existence. And now y'all actually change the terms and say that the process has not changed. Why change the terms if the process ain't changed? How much sense does that make?
So they've also, I think they've also removed 100% verification of it as well. 100% verified, authentic.
But they say the process is the same. So how much sense do it make to change the terms but keep the process the same? I don't understand how that's a smart move.
A lot of sneakerheads are like, are you I can tell you somebody is pointing something out really interesting, right? This has come off the back of the mock. This is long time coming for after the Travis Scott Jordan 1 mocha released, and they've apparently, allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly because obviously we don't know the true figures and facts, they let 1,000 pairs of Travis Scott mocha 1s go through that were UAs, right? And apparently, allegedly, they're doing this because the Chicago 1 lost and found is hard to verify.
It shouldn't matter.
And
this is an inside conversation they should be having inside. Don't
not outside. I think this move is basically kind of compounded the fact that StockX is on a decline, downfall, and they've lost a lot of reputation from this, bro. I can tell you I can tell you what I've heard. Do you want me to tell you what I heard?
Mm.
So I read an article straight after this where StockX has responded. I can't find the article now because basically from what I read, it's gone. It's gone, bro. But apparently, allegedly, the response from them was, we can't guarantee 100% verification or authenticity because there's never a guarantee. But we do our best to verify the sneakers to make sure they're authentic. That's what their response was. This comes after the claims from Nike. Obviously, Nike saying you're selling fakes. This comes after the claim that they said that majority of your pairs that we got from you were fake. This now gives them a bit of a loophole to work around. That if Nike turned around and said, well, you claim that 100% of your verifications are legit, they can turn around and say, well, we removed that claim because we don't claim 100% of our sneakers are legit. So this now is another knock onto the kind of radar. It's like, well, if you can't guarantee if you can't guarantee our sneakers are real, we're not buying from you, because that's what they're basically saying.
That's exactly what this tweet is saying. They probably made the change because of the ongoing litigation with Nike that alleges they can't prove authenticity.
Bro, I said, and you know what? Ironically, I said this on the Instagram live on Thursday as a last comment, just before this actually released. And bro, and I had E said, nah, it's never gonna happen. And I had Polar who said, yeah, but I can't see it happening because obviously StockX is a forum for all of our marketing information. I think there still will be there for the marketing information for resale, but unfortunately, I said at the end of the live, is this the end of StockX? Before this whole kind of information came out, I said it off the cuff because I thought that's just something niggling at the back of my head. Because from what I remember, all of this started from, let's be honest, Ann Herbert. Let's be honest. Ann Herbert was the domino that StockX didn't want. Because her son was selling or was doing the resale business. She got sacked because she was affiliated with her son. Then Nike went after StockX. StockX came back with a rebuttal saying, your employees, your CEOs sell on our platform anyway. What the hell are you talking about? That all escalated. That domino is what is ideally okay, cool. That one domino with a multitude of previous trying to blow this domino down is what created this knock-on effect. So now, with the fact that we know StockX, apparently a lot of people saying StockX are selling fakes, blah this, blah that, Mocha ones were getting through, blah this, blah that, over the years. Now that little domino that was Ann Herbert basically knocked down the whole foundation for StockX, if I'm honest, because Nike's going after them, a big corporation's going after you for what you said about your authentication process. They've tested it, they've tried it, apparently they've got samples. So they've got a legal action against StockX. This is their countermeasure to kind of fight that from Nike by saying we can't guarantee authentication because obviously some pairs always go through. But then sneakers around the world like us are thinking, if you can't guarantee is that a license for you to sell UAs to us? That's basically what I'm thinking.
I don't know, man. I think all the stuff is the Nike stuff, the Ann Herbert stuff is all coincidental. But at the end of the day, a lot of people that feel the way I feel just ain't gonna bother with StockX no more, and they're gonna continue to decline until they feel like it's not worth staying open, or the people show them that it's not worth staying open.
I think you're right. I think the Ann Herbert was coincidental, but the repercussions from that, from my personal view, Nike did a self-investigation after the Ann Herbert situation and worked out what the authentication process for StockX was, because their rebuttal was, your CEOs still sell sneakers from our platform. What are you talking about? So they've done an internal investigation on it, but that's also meant that they've actually Nike looked at what's happening from their side and trying to counteract that one from StockX as well. But it's a perfect storm because as soon as COVID came out, bang, that was over. That was basically over, bro. Like the sneakers were sitting, and I mentioned like did you mention it last week? Where I said it's almost like it's like little shrapnel from Nike because they keep releasing high magnitudes of collaborations. We heard the DJ Khaled 5 is going to be a big stock with the full family size one. We heard a lot of sneakers, maybe not from like the Amman year. But the strategies from Nike is constant. Like we're going to release loads of pairs to everybody because everybody deserves. Like everybody's going to get pairs, even though they're sick. We're going to do it, and then it's detrimental to StockX's business. I don't think they do it intentionally, but I think they're happy that this is happening. Off the back of COVID stopping, StockX has reduced their force by 81%, and from the Detroit, I think it's from the Detroit. I think firm. They're based in Detroit, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of repercussions coming from it, and I think Nike's just doubling down at the moment with their lawsuits. I think there's going to be a big move on StockX. I still believe that Nike will to get StockX to a point where they will want to sell their verification process to Nike, and Nike will create their own little verification process for any sneakers that you want verified from any resale sites or any secondhand or VNDS. I think it's a good business for Nike to obtain, if I'm honest. Whether they do it, that's another matter. But StockX is on a downhill, bro. You can see it coming. You can see it coming. Not a lot of people, especially resale. Resale is based on what do you call it, reputation. If you have got that reputation, you have no chance in hell. So their reputation ain't looking good, bro.
Not at all. Not at all.
What do you think, bro? How many years have they got StockX got left in their legs?
I don't even know. Do we gonna still be talking about StockX this time next year?
Anything can happen in a year. Anything can happen in a year. Like, let's just be honest with that. Anything can happen in a year. I think if something happens to StockX, look, I think people like eBay, people like Go, people like Collect, people like Flight Club, they are probably monitoring the situation quite closely because if StockX get taken down, it's only a matter of time before those crosshairs start, going after all the other companies like Go, like Flight Club, all of these resale companies. It's only a matter of time, bro. And it's really funny. Off the back of this, Nike is like, we don't want to accommodate for resellers. We don't want to sell multitude of pairs to people because obviously it's detrimental, like we talked about last week, it's detrimental to customizers as well. But there's a very purposeful movement against reselling at the moment from Nike. Very purposeful. And the only thing that I can really think that's counteracting or having a massive effect on is eBay. No, not eBay. I mean, in StockX. So from that perspective alone, and the fact that everything's final sell at this moment in time in most stores, because you can't, if you go in store and you buy a sneaker, and I've been told this like 3 or 4 times now. When I bought the what do you call it, the Gore-Tex 5s as final sell, bang. When anything I'm buying in store now is final sell, I think not a lot of people are accepting back, especially for the resale or counteracting resale. Not a lot of people want to see the product back. Final sell is final sell. It's different. It's different online, but if you go in store and try and buy a sneaker, it's final sell. So
same thing online too.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh damn! That's for you guys in the States. At the moment, it's still as Foot Locker still apply that because I had to size swap the Starfish because they sent me the wrong size. But it seems like there's a massive movement to get rid of reselling at the moment. So let's just see what happens with that. I think if StockX do go down, if they lose, they've lost a lot of reputation over the years anyway. But if they do fold under, it might be a bad sign for a lot of other reselling companies because I'm just saying those crosshairs could easily aim for Go, easily aim for eBay, easily aim for Fight Club, easily aim for Collect, easily aim for any of your of your big company reselling companies. So watch out for that in the next couple of years. It's going to be interesting to see how this situation materializes with StockX and Nike.
For sure.
But yes, Lee, let us know your opinion on the whole StockX Nike court case. I think from what I've heard recently, they're still going on. They're still debating. That case is still going on in the background. So we might not hear about it, but it's still going on. Still definitely going on. So next subject, bro. What we got?
I ain't got nothing else, man.
Well, of course, we got something else. We talked about Kyrie. We talked about the StockX situation. We want to talk about this, bro. That I want to know how you feel about the Jordan 1 lost and found exclusive access for you guys in the States.
I think it was some bullshit.
Why'd you say that, bro?
Because I'm seeing a lot of people posting Gottoms that post a lot of Gottoms, so it don't make sense to me. They said it was going to be based on how many L's you've taken on Jordan 1s, and I saw a lot of Instagram accounts that post a lot of Gottoms on all the Jordan 1s for the past few years, and so if that's the case, they shouldn't have got them on the exclusive access on the Chicago 1s. Now, we know a lot of people out here posting fake Gottoms, copying and pasting from somebody else's account. Which it don't make the situation look fair or legit.
Yeah.
But I'm not finna call anybody out. And a lot of the accounts that I see, I'm not in close or any type of personal contact with some of the people, so I can't say if they actually getting them, if they getting them from somewhere else and just posting a got them for clout or what. But I'm seeing a bunch of big Jordan 1 collections and they posting Gottoms all the time, and they got these too, supposedly. So I'm kind of 50-50 cap and not so cap on that exclusive access.
Yeah, I asked Kicklord the other day how many L's have you taken on Jordan 1 high OGs, and he I think he came up with 20, but he didn't get an exclusive access.
Right, me either.
Yeah, so you reckon you've over the last 2 years or 3 years you've gone in for like a lot of Jordan 1s that you haven't. Yeah, so you should have definitely got exclusive access, bro.
Well, I mean, hey man, like I said, it is what it is. I'm still going in on every raffle I possibly can. I've done at least a dozen raffles so far since yesterday or Friday when I started seeing raffles opening. I still got a few more that I know for sure I'm going to be able to enter. So
yeah.
I'm just doing my due diligence. I can't afford to worry about that. Once I realized that it was over for me, as far as that, I had to take my feelings out of it and just, wait on these raffles to open up.
Yeah, we're getting. I think the guys in the UK are getting exclusive access. Or UK and EU might. It's a big might get exclusive access this week coming. Oh well, basically, yeah, this week. So watch out for that, and also watch out for all the raffles. A lot of companies are doing raffles online. Like you got to like this post, you got to share this post. We're seeing. We're gonna let you know. Blah this, blah that. So it seems like a lot of people are conscious that they're trying to make it exclusivist or trying to take as much of the resale out of this, because I think a resale element out of this, because I think they want a lot of people to get your like literally to get the people the right sneakers that they want, because basically it's important for them to kind of make sure the people that want the sneakers, not resellers, get the pairs. And I think this is why there's more engagement on the social networks, definitely. So I think they're doing the right way. I think the Ammo in Year 4 release that we talked about earlier was unique in a way that I can understand why they did the video raffle, because obviously they want real people to get the sneakers that they want, and rather than the resellers. So I like the whole, even like we said, the StockX movement and Nike's movement to get rid of reselling. I think this is the way forward from a lot of companies to get you to interact socially, but not from dummy accounts and stuff like that, so that they know that you're looking and you're liking and you're sharing, and then they know you're a real person and you have more interaction. So I feel like, even though it feels a bit cringy that the fact that they want this engagement, I think they're doing this to make sure that you're authentic as a person and not a bot.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand it. I think this was one, and the Kentucky Dunks and the Syracuse Dunks was another one where they said if you lost 25 dunk raffles, they was going to give you an exclusive access to that. So I don't know how that materialized, but yeah, I kind of understand why you think this is a big cap. I do understand why you think this is a big cap.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I didn't think it was. It didn't seem like it was done the way they say it was being done, but it's over with. I didn't get a pair. Yeah. I'm just gonna move on to this release.
Exactly. I hope you do cop a pair, because I'm gonna be I'm definitely hunting on putting all the raffles, and all the raffles gone live, by the way, guys. So if you want to go and check them out, go and check them out. By the way, bro. By the way, I heard that the Chicago Lost and Found is coming back in 2025 in OG specs and all for the 40th anniversary.
Oh, that's too far away for me to even be thinking about.
3 years time, bro. 3 years. Oh, 2.5. Let's just say 2.5 years time. Yeah. So watch out for that. The Chicago Lost and Found might be actually coming out in OG specs and all. So if you I hope you guys all cop the Chicago Lost and Found, because obviously if you love the Chicago Lost and Found, you deserve to get it. But yeah, don't worry. If you miss out on this, the Chicago Lost and Found will be coming out, apparently rumored to be coming out in 2025 as well. So watch out for that. If you basically, I'm not saying to sleep on these, like definitely try and get these, but if you do miss out, you don't find a copy, you got another couple of years to wait before it comes out. And I don't think Jordan 1s will be that relevant by that time anyway. So you might be an easier-ish cop then, because the Chicago Lost and Found actually came out and took that place a bit. But yeah, hope you guys cop this, because it's an excellent release. I know a couple of people that see this in hand. Obviously, if you're part of our little group that we talk, you've seen the picture, Q, haven't you?
Yeah.
And our first review on this is it's a dope sneaker. So I pray that everybody is able to cop this that wants it. It's such an amazing sneaker. Going hard, guys. That's all I'm saying. Going hard. Last story of the day, bro. This is one that's just keeps on giving, bro. Just keeps on giving. This story, bro. This is from Sneaker News. Adidas is still going to sell Yeezys without Ye, and it saves them 320 million annually in royalties without Ye. Sheesh, bro. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's why Adidas don't seem to be too worried.
Yeah.
We're going to see how it go, though. I'm pretty sure some people going to have the opinion that if it's not endorsed by Kanye, they don't want to do it. They don't want to buy the shoe. But if Adidas contractually got the rights to the stuff, I mean, hey.
Yeah, they came out with a statement this week saying they are only intellectual property in the designs for the silhouettes, so they can do what they want. But then they will have to remove all the YZY from the actual first variations. They'll have to remove all the Supply 350.
I'm pretty sure they ain't got no problem with taking his name off stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But what I have heard is what's caused the controversy, and this is why we're bringing this back out again this week, is the fact that they will release all the unreleased pairs from 2022 due to this, and any that's been produced in 2022 next year. So we might still see the Pirate Blacks we might still see all the variations of what they're going to release, or what they've actually produced in 2022 and 2023. But we do also know, obviously, the impact that they've reduced the stock, they've reduced the amount of contractual labor to manufacture this. So from that retrospect, I think they're weighing up the options at this moment in time. Long term, we don't know what they're going to do. Short term, we know what they're going to do. They're still going to release the pairs that they've got. But a long term vision might change. The production might change. Obviously, they're going to take Yeezy's name out of it. But also on top of that, guys, we know there's a lot of variations that Adidas want to reintroduce to the market. But I think they're gauging the reaction of the next couple of releases to work out whether it's a good thing for them to release it, or whether it's just going to not as hit as well as if Yeezy or Kanye West was actually with the brand. I'm still in the thought process that it might not do well, but I want to just gauge the interest on this. A lot of people I would say the response from this is 70% say no and 30% say I don't care, I'm still going to buy it. That's what I'm getting. But like for every time 2 people say yes, I'm still buying it, I have like 10 people saying no, I'm not going to buy it.
Oh no, I ain't paying that much attention to it. I just want to see what's going to happen, because we'll know pretty quickly when the first pairs drop, depending on what they are. If it's a good or one of the OG colors or 350s, or if they do the Wave Runner again or something like that, something that's sought after. Either of these 3 shoes that's in the graphic, for sure. If they drop either one of those, they should sell out pretty quickly. If they don't, then we know
there's a problem.
People holding back because of the Kanye situation. So
I agree. I think that's fine. But as soon as you start releasing pairs like the Zebras or the Belugas, that you can't include the supply. So if you can't include that supply 350, and I still need to check out whether they can and they can't. But there's some Pablo Loves You kind of logo to that. I don't think they own that. I think that's owned by Kanye anyway. But if you imagine a Beluga or a Zebra 350 without the supply 350 on the side of it, it's just got that actual graphic with the actual stripe that runs through it. Imagine that now, just releasing like that without supply 350. It almost feels like a bootleg version of a 350. It almost feels like it's the UA version rather than the authentic version. Whether they put Adidas on the side of it, whether they put some other logos or redesign it, I don't know. But like I don't think stuff like that will hit the same. Stuff like what we've seen on the screen, the Wave Runners, the Total Doves, that will probably hit the same, because I don't think, except for if they remove the YZY off the side of it, then it will be similar. But stuff that's got supply 350 or Kanye's or Yeezy's on the side of it will not hit the same. Definitely will not hit the same.
I think people that's going to buy it won't care. The people that's not going to buy it will. So
yeah. But it's gonna.
It's got the letters, the SL, SPL, whatever it is. If you're gonna buy them, if you're gonna keep buying them just because you like them, they're comfortable or whatever the case, I don't think that's gonna make that much of a difference.
Yeah, no. There's a lot of sneakers that don't really care about it being affiliated to Kanye West. But what I'm gonna definitely say is the sneaker snobs are gonna be out. That's what I was just saying.
Yeah. The snobs, because snobs going. And the resale prices will show it also. The pairs, the actual Yeezy pairs versus the Adidas only pairs.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a big price difference.
Yeah. The sneaker snobs are going to be snobbing around and sniffing your sneakers and say, "Yo, that's not Yeezy. That's a Adidas." And you can't anybody that's going to claim that they've got Yeezys on their feet when they're Adidas post Kanye West. You are going to get slapped right back to the ground. That's all I'm saying, because the sneaker snobs are going to be out there saying, poo-pooing what you're saying. Like, that's not Yeezy, guys. That's an Adidas. And that alone, for a lot of people will care. A lot of people that care about that stuff will basically be affected by that stuff. A lot of people that don't care, that just want to wear it, won't be affected. But there's going to be claims like, oh, that's what are you doing with that UA? What are you doing with that Adidas? That's not easy. Blah, this, blah. Bro, they are going to get hammered by sneaker snobs. And we know each and every of us is a little bit of a sneaker snob that lives there. Let's just be honest, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Within each of us is a little tiny sneaker snob. The more you cherish it, the more it grows.
I just legit checked some shoes for my partner. Shout out E. Jones. I just legit checked some shoes for him Friday. Yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool, bro.
What happened, bro? You can't just leave it that. You got to allude to it more.
Well, so E has a house that he owns. He rents one of his rooms. He had a tenant that had some pairs that let's just say the contract wasn't fulfilled by the tenant. And so all the property that was left over was then in E's possession, right? You didn't fulfill the contract. You owe me money. You left some stuff at my house. It belongs to me.
Yeah.
So he asked me about 3 pairs. It was in particular the Jordan 11 Low Citrus.
Yeah.
The all white with the orange bottom. Yeah. He said it was a size 11. I said, men's 11? He said, yeah. I said, no, that shoe didn't come in men's 11. It came in women's 11. And he said he put it next to his size 13, and it looks more like an 11 than a 9.5, which would be a women's 11, would be a men's 9.5.
Yeah.
So I went over and sure enough, they fake as hell. Everything looked wrong about them. The material's wrong. The size tag. I took the insole out, showed him, and I took my cool grays because that was the most recent 11 that I bought. So I took my cool grays over there to show him the difference between the inside of a Jordan 11. The little hole in the bottom where the air unit is, the lasting board, what color the lasting board is, the grade of the stitching, all that. Showed him those differences, so he understood that. He had a pair of Racer Blue 3s that were not 3M. Immediately, bro, as soon as he put the shoe in my hand, that was the very first thing I noticed, and I immediately called it fake because it's a clearly Racer Blue 3 colorway, and it didn't have 3M on the elephant print, so it's automatically fake, bro.
And the elephant print, the elephant print is very distinct as well, guys, because basically it's a bit more bolder. And the 3M, I didn't buy the Racer Blue 3s because it had that almost like really odd looking elephant print, and I was like, nah,
it's black. It's pretty much reverse 3M. The cracks in the elephant print is what's 3M, and the rest of it is black. But I do own a pair of those. I did a review. I've had them on feet. I've examined them well because that's a pretty divisive shoe. Yeah. So I've thoroughly examined that shoe. It's a divisive shoe. I like it. A lot of people don't. But there were those two, and I'm having trouble remembering exactly what the third shoe was. But there was a third fake shoe as well. So yeah.
And that's one important thing that you guys need to realize is like with everything that's happening with all the reselling companies, the resellers and stuff like that, and don't get scammed, don't get kind of duped. To make sure you actually know how to legit check your sneakers. There's a lot of information out there. There's a lot of kind of context out there. You can actually legit check pairs. There's also all of these different apps that I'm trying to make sure you legit check your pairs. You just might have to pay a little fee to do it. But if you know how to legit check your pairs, make sure you check your pairs. Every time I bought from StockX, I've always legit checked my pairs. Every time I actually purchase anything from a resale company or even like a person, I always legit check my pairs. Because you like I've been in occasions where I've literally kind of had to once I've taken it out, taking it out again. I've legit checked my pairs like 3 or 4 times to make sure they're legit, because there's always new information coming out. Oh, watch out for this, watch out for that, watch out for this, watch out for that. And it's important that you guys, like, especially, I feel like if you're new sneaker, then it's more important. If you're old sneaker, then you probably know the traits about what to look for. But you get yourself clued up, guys. Make sure you get a black light. Make sure you get everything sorted. Make sure you get, like, if it's a black light or UV light that you need, make sure you look for all the little things. If you get it from Nike, that's fine. If you get it from on release day, that's fine. Don't get duped by it, guys. Like, some people return fakes to retailers, and if you might end up buying that fake as well. So if you buy it a month down, make sure you do your legit check. Make sure you check everything out. Make sure you get from all these reselling companies, you actually double check what you're getting and it's legit. Because last thing you want to do is wear a pair of UAs. If you're happy, then it's good. That's all I'm saying.
That's what you want.
It's important, guys. It's important, guys.
No. My camera.
But yeah, it's really important that you guys make sure you legit check your pairs, you legit check everything you want, you make sure everything's on point, and you make sure you're good to go, because basically you don't want to get conned, especially if you're paying that high value price for a sneaker. Especially if you're paying like thousands of pounds for sneakers, it's important that you make sure you're not spending £8,000+ or £100+ on a UA. It's definitely important, because otherwise, what's the point? Because like, you just basically pay for a replica of something that's not authentic. So it's important that you actually do check your sneakers out, guys, especially if you're buying from StockX or any other company. Let's just say that. Suss out here. So that was our main subjects. So that was our main topics, guys. Now it's to get onto that nitty gritty where we have to go in. Let's go, bro.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
The back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
order in the court.
The sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Guilty. Let's just say that. Well, what you got on today, bro? What's your weapon of choice today?
Today, I need everybody to say what's real. Okay? If it's fake, say it's fake. If it's real, say it's real. We need answers out here today. So to make sure we hear everybody clearly, I brought this microphone so we can get answers.
Check, mic check, 1 2 1 2. All right, so first of all, I think we wanna first on the docket is I had Adidas on the docket, but I'm removing them because I feel like we need to weigh up the situation with them. I was going to take them to court for their Mighty Ducks and what you call it, incredible sneakers, but I kind of see something merging there that I want to fester and see what happens. And if it all falls apart, then we're definitely taking them to court. But like, let's reprieve Adidas for a little while, because even though we don't understand it, somebody somewhere out there does understand it, and we can't keep knocking Adidas every week, because I
didn't like taking them to court again this week anyway. Like they in court almost every week with us anyway. Then let's let them live.
Okay. So on today's docket then is this. Hold on. That was a bit of delay. StockX are in content for providing fakes to everybody, and then their justification is to remove that 100% authentication off their mark. You did it overnight. You didn't tell anybody. You didn't give a reason. You basically done it, and then all of a sudden everybody jumped on your case. And that's probably the bad thing about it, and that's probably the worst thing about it, is because they've done it secretly, slyly, and to make sure that there still didn't affect their businesses. But we sneakerheads, as we are, we catch on to things like this. We realize things like this, and this made you look even worse than you are, because at the end of the day, because you done it so under the radar, under the covers, making sure that it didn't affect your business, we caught on, and it made you look guilty from the onset, because even if you weren't guilty, it does make you look guilty, because at the end of the day, if you've done this secretly, and if you've done this without anybody's knowledge to actually not influence your business, if you provided no explanation as to why you did it, then you must be guilty, because you're doing something sus. Am I right, bro?
Yeah, 100%.
If you said to us, guys, we need to change the authentication notification on our page, because apparently a lot of people are coming. We're under this allegation that we provide 100% verified products. We do our best to make sure your products are 100% verified. We do our best to make sure they're all legit. But sometimes in the world of scammers and fraudulent people, they provide us with fake pairs, and apparently they got through our system. So unfortunately, we have rectified that. But we can't claim our business provides 100% verified sneakers, even though we'd like to. But unfortunately, we need to change this notification to provide a better information as to what we try and provide. Our verification procedure is still the same, but you didn't do that. You just basically changed it, and you basically tried to dupe us. And on that dupiness, I'm going to make that word up. On that dupiness and that stupidity, you basically kind of made yourself look guilty, and everybody was on your case. Not only that, you probably badly destroyed your reputation off the back of that. If you say nothing, you leave that open to interpretation. Like this court case, and like the next court case we're going to deal with, I find you in contempt of court and being guilty for the process of not informing what you were doing with your verification process, because at the end of the day, at this moment in time, it looks like you sell UAs. So on that note, guilty. Okay, cool, bro. What judgment you want to leave with StockX? Because at the end of the day, they need to be reprimanded.
Well, I would hand them the mic, but they saying too much. They need to shut up, which is why they in contempt. We're gonna leave them in contempt for a while. Let them stew. Let them think about whether they want to tell the truth or not. Let them figure out whether they want to continue to be able to operate and be trusted in this community once again. Because as of right now, ain't nothing but rookies, novice, and amateurs probably finna be shopping on StockX. Shopping, not selling, but shopping on StockX. And now the resellers that deal with fakes and UAs and reps or whatever you want to call them, this giving them a green light, a big old green light right here to go ahead and start shipping a lot of stuff through StockX. So
I did not even think about that, bro. Look, bro,
it's bad.
I did not even think about that. You just made a really valid point.
Bad. It's just bad, bro.
Of course
this is a green light. This is the light they just gave is as green as their logo.
Exactly correct, bro. Because I was only looking at it from a perspective of a sneakerhead. If you put yourself in the mentality of a reseller or not reseller, a person that sells UAs, you taking that notification off is basically telling them, yeah, that's fine. Send us your UAs.
Yeah, we need the money anyway.
That's a bad look, guys. That's a badass look, guys. That's what I'm saying. Yo, that's a valid point. Bro, conspiracy theories.
No Alex Jones. Pause. No Alex Jones.
All right, second on the docket. I'm going to take this off. Second on the docket is something that we discussed earlier as well, because we kind of need to kind of address this as well. It is, you want to bring up that Kyrie Irving story up again, bro?
I already cut it. Hold on.
So second on the docket is the Kyrie Irving story. Kyrie Irving obviously thinks that doing dumb things have no repercussions. If you do dumb things, you say dumb things, you receive dumb things. And the dumbest thing he's ever done is lose his contract to Nike. There is no spectrum of form of hatred or hate speech or racism allowed on our platform or on any social media platforms, I think. And being dropped by Nike and Phil Knight coming out and saying what he said about not actually being associated with you is probably the right thing for the company, for both StockX and the NBA. You, like I said, you say nothing and you leave things open to interpretation. And if you do dumb things, say dumb things, you receive dumb things. So at the end of the day, this is what it is. This is how it is. This is all how it's always supposed to be, guys, because this is not a form of stopping somebody speaking and freedom of speech. This is distributing hatred, and it needs to be stopped. Hatred is a poison that we need to stop constantly within our lives. And that perspective is 100%. I agree with what Nike's done. 100% agree with what the NBA's done. If you'd explained yourself and you had voiced what you put down on social media on probably one of the largest platforms that you have to influence the majority of people around the world, then explaining what you put and briefing that you were not preaching hatred would have probably benefited you, but instead you decided to keep calm. Instead you decided to not speak out on it. Instead you were quiet to the subject matter that you didn't really care. And this is the consequences of your action. This is the bed that you shall sleep in. This is the bed that you have made, and you should deliberately sleep in and stay in for the rest of your life until you kind of explain yourself. Simply, am I not right with that, bro?
I think I can sum it up by saying, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
And that is the deliberation for the case for Kyrie. There goes. Guilty. Say that again, bro. One more time. I like that.
You play stupid games and you win stupid prizes.
Stupid things. Correct, guys.
Easy.
That was the two court cases. What is the deliberation? I think this time you need to actually hand the mic to Kyrie Irving, bro.
Actually, that's the main reason why I wanted to bring this out is for Kyrie, because he want to post stuff and not say what he mean when he posts stuff. So
yep.
If no one else needs the microphone right now, it's Kyrie Irving, especially with all the demands the NBA put on him. He got to go talk to people. He got to have sensitivity counseling. He got to do an actual real sounding apology, which is, I think, is not what they said, but I think that's what they want. So he got some stuff to do if you want to keep making these $40 and $50 million a year that he's been making for a while now. And I think it's over with Nike. So maybe he'll go with Li Ning, or maybe he'll go to Adidas, or maybe somebody will want to attach their brand to him once he makes amends and is able to play again. But yeah, Kyrie, you need to speak up and say the right things.
I somehow don't believe he will say anything. I believe that he will stay stump. I believe he's got too much pride to say anything, and I think this is probably the end of his career, bro.
Could be, man. If he don't play it right, it could be. So I don't want his career to end. Like I said before, he's a great player. I like where he comes from. I just don't like how he presents it most of the time, if that makes sense.
How many years do you think he's got left in his playing career?
He can play at least another 5 or 6 years at a high level.
Sheesh, that's
a lot of money. I mean, he's up for a $200 million contract extension after this season.
That's done, bro.
That's not happening. Probably.
That's not happening. Yo, Kyrie, speak up. Speak up. Let the people know that you ain't kind of preaching hate crime. Let the people know so that you can kind of get that contract back. Because like I do feel like Phil Knight, what he said was he didn't close the door fully. If you see what he said subtly, I don't think he closes the door fully. I think he leaves it slightly ajar just in case there's a comeback. He does say, I think this is the end, but you never know.
You never know, for sure.
And that's to me saying, I'm not slamming the door and unlocking it. I'm leaving it slightly ajar just in case you come to your senses.
We'll see what happens, man. Good luck to him.
Come on, guys. That was today's double docket for sneaker news. Not sneaker news. Sneaker court. I hate speaking Yukos. Guilty.
When resale is too high.
Damn resellers. Order.
When hype beats go too far.
These damn hype beasts. Order in the court. Order.
When the back door opens.
Guilty.
It's time for
Order in the court.
the sneaker court of public
Guilty.
opinion.
Yeah, man.
So
I want to lead us up here for a couple more minutes, man. Like this just I don't want to keep coming back to this story, bro. But you can't stay away from it because he keeps sabotaging himself, man. It's crazy.
what happened now?
It's just for the past like 4 years, bro. Kyrie Irving, really longer than that. Because Cleveland won the championship 2016. Then he left because he was, quote unquote, felt like he was on the same level as LeBron and he wanted to have his own team and this and that. And he went to Boston and they actually ended up playing better without him when he was injured. And then going to not wanting to go to the bubble, not wanting to get vaccinated, the unannounced hiatus that he had from the team in the middle of the season, he just disappeared, didn't talk to nobody saw him. Then next thing you know, he at the club at his sister's birthday party during COVID and all this just crazy stuff. He been self-sabotaging himself for the past several years, similar to one Mr. West. So that's why I'm at where I'm at with Kyrie. I like Kyrie a lot when he came out of college. I liked him, on the Cavaliers teams with LeBron when they was going to the finals every year. But ever since he decided that he was too big to be LeBron's running mate, he didn't want to be Robin to LeBron's Batman.
Just maybe like Scottie Pippen to Michael Jordan.
Right. He didn't want to be Klay Thompson to Steph Curry. He didn't want to be Robert or Kevin McHale to Larry Bird. Like, bruh, if you look at the greats, there were always two. Kobe and Shaq.
Batman and Robin.
That's how it goes, bro. And it worked. They won a championship, and then he decided he wanted to leave. I just don't understand the way he think, bro. I really don't.
Let's name a couple other superheroes and psychics.
Really, Batman and Robin is the prime example.
Have you heard of Danger Mouse? Danger Mouse and Wilfred. Is Wilfred? Yeah, Danger Mouse had a psychic.
Ain't that a music group or something?
No, it's a cartoon. You had there's a lot of
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah, exactly, bro. SpongeBob has got Patrick.
Patrick, yeah. See, it's always two. It's always two, bro.
You like
Black Panther got Shuri?
Yeah, exactly. So
Superman got Crypto.
Did Superman have a psychic?
His dog, Crypto.
Okay, cool. So like there's been multitudes of cases. Iron Man obviously is got
Jarvis, the computer.
Exactly, Jarvis.
He also got Ironheart. There's also War Machine. He got a whole squad. You know what I'm saying?
Thor's got Loki.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
But he's also got Beta Ray Bill. He's got Hemdall. He's got the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. Like, it's always you need that help, bro.
Yeah, you need a team. Like, you need a squad. You need a team. You can't do everything yourself. That's the problem. And
just like we got each other.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanna quickly just mention the whole Kyrie thing again. Do you feel like I truly understand money personifies, enhances what you are as a person, and it shows you the true person. And whatever you are as a person will multiply with the more money you get. Right, I truly believe that. It just money personifies the person you are. It either enhances what you are or enhances your true self. So in reality, what I'm trying to get at is, do you feel like Kanye and Kyrie, money was a bad thing for them because they probably think they're bigger and better than anybody else out there, and they shouldn't be held reprimanded to what they say?
I can't say it's a bad thing, because we're talking about two guys that are pretty well off at this point in their lives, especially Kanye. Kanye could retire and live comfortably for the rest of his life, and probably his kids' lifetime as well. Kyrie, I'm pretty sure, I mean, he's made hundreds of millions of dollars, so you can kind of throw him in the same ballpark at least. Yeah. But I think it's just misuse of information, probably some bad information, probably some misinterpretation, and also a little bit of delusion. Just top that cake off, that layer cake off with a little bit of delusion. It might have started with money and access and information and knowledge and misunderstanding, and you sprinkle that delusion on top, and there you go.
Yeah,
and the money I think delusion is a direct result of the money too, because I think a lot of people feel like because they're wealthy, they know better, and or they can do.
I do. I agree with what you're saying.
Okay,
but because I 100% agree with what you're saying, but let me just give you a perspective, right? People with money is just an element of life. If you believe that you have, if you believe money is the driver of status, then you're very, very deluded, because it never is the propriety of status. Money doesn't give you knowledge. Money doesn't give you information. Money doesn't give you the actual common sense. Money is just a blocker. See, because a lot of people feel like if you got money, you're on a higher status or higher level and stuff like that. The real power status is knowledge, and if you don't have the knowledge to back up the what you are as a person, then you really don't. You're really not above anybody else, because knowledge is the power. Knowledge is what makes you and enhances you, enlightens you, and makes you the person you are. Money is just a blocker. Money is just a consequence of your knowledge. That's it. So if you are in that position of power, and you do believe you're better than anybody else, not really, because but at the end of the day, because you're still gonna suffer like most people. You're still gonna eventually pass away like everybody else does. You are only human. You're not immortal.
Nah, money. If money bought you, if money bought you forever existence, then
immortality, then then that's a whole different.
We'll be talking about something different.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So like, I think a delusion is a really good word that you put, bro. That they're very deluded of what they're saying. I think a lot of privilege comes into that as well. It's a mixture, a whole lot of emotions that go into that. I can't blame them to try to. I can't blame them because their heart's in the right place, but it's the misinformation that they're receiving. And like what I find is with the whole situation as well is, as soon as the worst thing is, as soon as you can't stop their mentality. This is the worst thing, because what they're preaching and what they're saying, it almost feels like whatever actions the authorities take is justifying their hate speech. So they're saying that like Kanye and Kyrie saying we've been controlled by this and that and this and that, and then all of a sudden they get blocked off all the platforms. and JP Morgan and all the contracts go, because it's more to do with the disassociation with racism and anti-Semitism than it is to anything else. But then that kind of then they double down because they say, look, oh, I told you so. Look what they're doing to me. But it's almost reinforcing that whole narrative that they've got, rather than them saying, oh crap, I just fumbled the bag. No, it's not. No. I'm right because look what's happening. And it's a cycle that they've been trapped in now, because whatever they do, their whole belief is reinforced by what everybody else has done. Because whatever they say and do is like, oh, I told you, look, I told you this and this and this, and look what's happening. I've lost all my contracts, I've lost my networks, I lost my agencies, I lost this, I lost that, I lost this, I lost that. It reinforces their statement, because they feel like they're still correct.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. This conversation gonna go on forever, bro, because it's gonna continue to be examples, and people gonna always react like that. I feel like people like these guys and what they got themselves into. So it's just levels, man. You got to know what level you're on.
Yeah, unfortunately, the consequence of it is because they've got a big platform. A lot of people are listening, and a lot of people are agreeing. And you got to remember, guys, you got to realize that the Kyrie and Kanye let's just be honest. Both of those two, like you said, bro, can retire and live comfortably, but they've left a lot of people that start to believe in them in a predicament, because now they've grown to understand what they've been preached, and now because they've been preached this information, they're going to take it into their modern day life. And these people can't live comfortably. These people can't retire. So if you've got that same narrative, like you said, bro, if you say dumb things, you receive dumb things. It's going to happen. You've just literally influenced the whole generation of people to think a certain way. And that's the whole reason why everybody's tried to block and ban what you're saying, because it's not right at all.
It is what it is, man. You gotta move appropriately out here. Watch what you're saying around people that you shouldn't be saying stuff around, man. Keep the inside conversation inside. And when you go outside, just talk about outside stuff, man. You ain't got to say everything. You ain't got to say everything.
Exactly that. And I do believe it's good to question. It's not against freedom of speech, bro. Like I know I know it's going on a bit, but we should never question freedom of speech. We should never you should always question what you feel it's wrong, and in life that's important. But don't bring hate speech into it. That's the one thing, bro.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem with both situations. That's why they will be forever tied to each other for these situations that they got themselves in that both involve anti-Semitic things. So yeah, bro. I think this conversation gonna keep going for a long time. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what materializes. One last important quote before we call the podcast is: don't go into a negotiation and destroy the table. Make sure the table's there so you can sit down and have a conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't do it. Just don't do it, man.
Just don't do it. Nike. Yo, that's the new campaign. That's the new campaign for Nike. Racism. Just don't do it. Nike.
Hell yeah, man. I'm with that.
100%.
Yeah, but make sure y'all leave y'all comments about everything, man, we talked about. Hopefully y'all keeping up with the latest news. If not, we try to keep y'all informed, and we're gonna give our opinions. We want to hear y'all's too. Let's make these conversations bigger and get some real understanding from each other about all the different perspectives that we got out here. Because we're gonna go back and forth all the time.
Yeah, exactly. All of us, but all of us have coming from different backgrounds, different perspectives, different life realities. I love the fact that we can have a conversation with you guys and break it down and have a talk and learn from each other's mistakes, learn from each other's successes, and grow stronger. And that's what it's all about. It's always about growing stronger, guys. I pretty much respect everybody that we have a conversation with, and to be honest, I love all you guys that respond and comment and kind of subscribe to us. We're growing, like I said. Me and Q are definitely growing. We always going to keep the same energy, same positivity, same constructive creatism into everything we do. So it's always going to be that way. From me and Q, I'm going to let Q break it down, guys. Come on, Q.
Alrighty. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the rants for the day, because it's a lot, man. But hopefully everybody stays up to date, man. Keep your wits about you. We know what's coming this weekend. And
shh, you never heard it from us.
Nah, we know what's coming this weekend, man. I'm gonna say this, man. For me, for TJ, hope y'all have a great week, great month. Last couple months of the year, close it out strong, man. And make sure y'all get in all these raffles for these Chicagos, because everybody deserves the Jordan 1 Chicago.
Yeah, and yeehaw! Make sure you pay your bills. And don't get no sneakers if you can't pay your bills.